Hey, hey, hey! Welcome on back to the Chao Garden. I had to get up and get a drink from the previous episode, but otherwise that's about all the time that's passed. Right back at it again. We're on our way to heaven. Still. I think we're about to fight some kind of boss, though, and I wonder if we're going to get into heaven as we are hoping to. I think that is what Jinkuro and Momohime want, because Momohime's body seems to be dying. The turmoil, the distress it's being put under from having to play host to two different souls seems to be a problem. And from what I recall in the story before, Momohime was already kind of on the verge of death, I think. But either way, it's kind of a last-ditch effort for them to try and get to heaven, which in some way is supposed to maybe give Jinkuro the ability to maintain his form? Either to get his own body or restore Momohime's body so he can continue to possess it. I'm not entirely sure what his end goal is. But the two seem to be coming to terms with one another. Oh, I should switch swords. Onikiri is my weakest sword. I've got them out of order now. Usually it would be top to bottom, strongest to weakest. Where's the one that has Earth Hornet? There we go. Kashagiri. And this one, Mad Tummy. Mad Tummy 2. Probably pretty good. I like the Swordmaster's Chief. Wow, 84 strength and 88 vitality. Again, every time I look, it feels like it's gone up by 10 or 20. I don't get it. There's all wounds instantly. I don't know what this boss is gonna have in store for me. Look something. Equally boosts attack power, sure. Let's see whatever this boss is all about. What is that? I don't see a number in the corner. Ah, Yukinojo. Okay, so there might be a little bit of a stutter. I need to see what this achievement is. You might see it in the corner there. I'm looking. Defeat the boss on Shura or Shiguri difficulty. I probably butchered that. Without any of your blades breaking. Okay. So that's the achievement being tracked in the corner. So I can't let my blades break. Oh. Wow. Sent us on a wild goose chase and he just had it. The difficulty of just finding one object. More difficult than actually pressing our way into hell and into heaven and defeating a deity. Yeah, right, like that's your main objective. I don't think that's what you would do. bold request considering Jinkuro can defeat you in a fight. So, like, you give him the sword, which is all he really wants and needs. How can you ensure that that's what he would do? I mean, if he didn't, you'd have to challenge him to a fight, and you'd lose again.
過去のどんな権力者も不死の技を求めて死んだ。その技を知ってお主も同じく欲に疲れたようだの。取引には花から応じる気などない。柳生の小せがれをもう一度切り下せば済むことよ。この間のように体に潜り込もうとしてもそうはいかんぞ。油断さえせねばお主に捕まるほどとろくはない。雪の城を切って黒蜜を手に入れる。あやつは死ぬが、お主が体に戻った後に好きなだけ供養するがいい。
Ah, this guy.
山が蘭海の束ねる真言蓮華宗の総本山としての狼藉か。境内で暴れ回り血で汚すなど言語道断。しまようだなジンクロ。この頂上の聖域まで土足で上がり込まれてはもはや生かしてはおくまいぞ。
破壊坊主め、うぬの顔も見飽きた。この場で息の根を止めてくれよ。
Whoa.
待て待て、黒蜜の太刀はこれに預かった。元より地獄の宝なればそなたらには過ぎたる代物。
Hey, where did these two come from?
いかにジンクロ芸道の邪神で天に通じ日の元の光遮る暗雲たるや愚かなり。
右手に傲慢釈伏の利権、左手に悪逆軽爆の剣策。背後に燃え盛る火炎はあらゆる悪を焼き尽くす。
今大政不動明王現れたもうて傲慢の呪縛にて長伏戦。
Udo Mio. I don't know
仏の守護が相手とは
who that
わし
is.
の悪も極まった。
Doesn't sound familiar to me.
かくなる上は
And all of the demons and spirits that I know from Shin Megami Tensei.
嘘か誠か
This
試
is
して
one I'm
や
not
ろう。
familiar with. Now to see if a Muramasa can really split a god in two. Huh. Okay. Protected by barriers. Do what it takes to destroy him. Okay. This sounds like Kingdom Hearts music. It's just that one bit there, I guess, sounded like the Kingdom Hearts 1 like boss meet or something. Ow, I'm getting my ass handed. Defeat the two doji. Okay, so I was doing the wrong thing. Oh, and I equipped that sword for Earth Hornet, and I don't even need to get a certain amount of hits. That's unfortunate. The rocks blocked my attack. Barrier around his right leg has been. Oh, I see. It's just gone. I keep swinging at these things, and it's also on my right, but it's at his right. okay. I'm okay with taking the L there. So I feel like I was missing something there. 3 lightning, giant tornado. Still have 2 long blades, but what do I do for this? Is this the final boss? This seems way crazier. And the fact that there's no hit requirement. Oh, okay. I didn't realize I could do that. I was supposed to actually attack his foot. Oh. Oh, I thought I was gonna be the tornado, not the just sending out a tornado. My sword. I can't let it break. Okay, so this is a combined one. I have to take care of them both. I wonder if I have to deplete their health bars like around the same time or not. Oh my god. The fight carries higher and higher. This sucks. What is that sound? That beeping sound? Is that just the lightning? Oh my god, these falling rocks, dude. Oh, what? What are they doing? Oh! What? Oh my god, I just took like 2,000 damage in one hit. What? Wow, okay, well, I guess I'm understanding the fight a little better. I wish there was a dedicated jump button. I've never liked tap jump. I know it's a little late in the game to be mentioning that, but did that just not do anything because I have to pro step in order to get the tornado off? That kind of sucks. Also, why do those make like weird electronic beeping sounds? Aerial control on this game is up. Where am I supposed to be hitting again? Oh, right there. So I was sitting here thinking like, oh, do I have to do something to unleash this boss? But the boss is these two guys, and essentially the weak point is this giant like statue in the back. Not what I was kind of expecting, but that's kind of a cool idea. That was really delayed, it seems. Stop teleporting around, bro. Oh my god. I wonder if I should just try to stay down here to fight them or not. Seems like it's easier than what I was trying to do, which was stay close to my eventual target. Why do they drop those right on the spots I need to go to? Monsters. No, wrong timing for that. Ooh. What the hell? I don't know what is happening there. I didn't know what else to do other than finish my full attack combo. Which I knew was going to send me down to the ground, but... Okay. Where is the other one? There he is. Whoa, why did I not? Oh, I guess the grounded combo is just different. How did I not die? Where is he? I can't keep track of him. Oh, the other one came back. I do have to take care of them close together. I don't know what's happening anymore. Oh, this fight's crazy! Yeah, there he is. Welcome back. That did 1,000 damage. Whatever, I don't even know what hit me. Did I do it? Oh man. Scary. Yukio Toshi.
寺の仏像を打ち壊し、勝った気でいると
Well,
は
yeah, I
片
mean,
腹痛い。
I kind of figured.
この上は明王の尊良を表し、諸天全身の気髄をもって豪魔の真の姿を見せる。
I feel like I'm getting that audio issue again. Is it just like the fire effect or something that's making it happen? I didn't think it was happening in the last video. Emulators are just like never-ending random issues. It's annoying.
ジンクロが切りつけた不動様はただの仏像であった。本当の不動様が現れて、それから思い出せぬ。それにしてもまるで生まれ変わったような不思議な心地。ジンクロ、どこにいるのじゃろう。どうなってしまったのか教えておくれ。本劇ではありませんか。狐は仏殿に入れぬと言うていたのに、どうしたのです、泣いて。どうしても最後にジンクロー様とお会いしたくて、お別れに参ったのでございます。
恐ろしい。不動明王の尊きお姿を拝しても、ありがたさより恐ろしい。
Oh, I'm hearing it in their voices too. There's no fire effect now. Man, what the hell?
などなく、ジンクローに問集していることなど、語らずともあの眼差しはとうに見透かしておられる。仏門に入りながら浄土へは程遠いこれまでの所業、己の浅ましさにおののく恐ろしや。
That's right. Repent.
不動明王の力で玉内氏の術は一切帳消しになった。お主は黒蜜に貫かれる前と変わらず命の心配はいらん。それにつけても肉しいやつじゃな、桃姫。散々にわしの足を引っ張った挙句、ついにはうまく助かりおった。とは申せ、足手まといがいなくなり、おもりもしまいと思えば、少しはせいせいするか。ちょっとばかり地獄に厄介になり、釜湯にでもゆるりと浸かるのは、次なる一手を思案するのにちょうどよかろうて。お主もこたびのことはきっぱり忘れて、せいぜい その面白くもない人生をつつましく生きるがいい。
シンクロ。
達者でな。この上は明王の尊厳を
What, his
表
eyes?
す諸天全身の気髄をもって傲慢の真の姿を見せる。
村正めふかしよって正気のかけらも見当たらん。神仏両断とは名ばかりよ。かくなる上はこのジンクロ、今さら悪あがきはするまい。この体の持ち主には一片の罪もなく、もし詐称の罪があったとしても原因はこちら。その咎はわしに課すべきよ。だが今や一体の我らまとめて罰せられるのだから、仏への慈悲も口先ばかり。北総園で死んでゆけるわ。
それほどまでに娘を助けたいか、ジンクロ。一心に願うその心、悪とはいえど一筋の光明を見る思いじゃ。その口車に乗せられて娘は元に戻してやろうぞ。安堵して地獄へ落ちよ。
おこし入れの話お聞きになりましたか？
もちろん私たちのところでもその噂で持ちきりです。
Yukinojo and Momohime wedding?
お約束があったとはいえ取り潰された家の姫、家中に反対されても若様は頑として譲られなかったとか。では雪之丞様のお心は変わらずに。まあなんと心打たれるお話でございましょ
う。若君は男前ですから妬む女中もおりますが、相手は初々しいお姫様。門出を祝いたくもなりまする。
I feel like I heard her say
う。噂を
Momohime-sama.
すれば桃姫様。
Yeah.
あれあれ、何やらただならぬ雰囲気。
Usual about her.
桃姫様、なんともったいない。早まってはなりません。仏道と申しても悟りを得るのは難しいございます。
And we had a flashback to like the battle of Jinkuro. Basically wasn't being entirely truthful. He did actually have a part in Momohime being spared by the Buddha's protector, Budo-myo. But now it's sounding like Jinkuro is still part of the equation. Now we've flashed forward.
浮世に心残りはありません。これも仏様のお導き、考え抜いた末に決めたことです。
Like this, I don't know. This doesn't seem like it's just Momohime right now.
悪いご了見、お泊まりくださいませ。尼になるなどとんでもない。
止めないでおくれ。何があろうとこの決心は変わりません。
This doesn't sound like Momohime. This sounds like Jinkuro, like his inflection on her words.
間もなく祝言だというに何故心変わりなされる。もしやこたびのこと、雪之丞の罪滅ぼしとでも我が真心を疑いか。それともこの雪之丞にお気に召さぬところが終わりなのか。ならばおっしゃってください。改めましょう。
雪之丞様に不足などありましょうや。天涯孤独のわらわを引き取り、その上婚儀のお申し出。
That sounds like Momohime.
本当にもったいないこと、感謝の言葉もございません。しかしながらこのまま幸せにはなれぬのでございます。
己の悪行を悔い、 今度こそ改心して御仏のお心に沿いたいと思い立ち、全国暗夜して一からやり直す所存。旅の途中で果てるとも知れず、これを最後とご挨拶に。
悪に強き者はひとたび改心すれば善にも強きと申します。蘭海様なれば必ずや仏果を得られると存じまする。出家を決意したこの場に来合わせたのも仏縁の導き。どうぞ蘭海様、受戒をお授けくださいませ。
Oh, this is the
桃姫、
title music.
それではどうあってもその姿を変えられて出家得道すると申されるか。
水名甚九郎の野望に巻き込まれ、一旦は離れた魂も不動様のご帰徳によりこうして元通りとなりました。今になって思い起こせば、わらわを助けんがためにあの方は進んで地獄へ行かれたような気がしてなりません。そう思えばあまりに不憫で、いても立ってもおられず、せめて今より髪を上げて御仏にお仕えし、あの方の在業が少しでも軽くなるよう終生を追善供養に当てたいのです。無理を押してのこの願い、どうかお聞き届けくださいませ。
Bit of a short loop, huh?
甚九郎にゆかりある愚僧がこのような時に訪ね来たのは、まこと仏縁の導きに違いない。あの男のことを地獄にいようとこれを知れば、いらぬお世話と悪態を作り違いありませんが、あやつを救う手助けができれば修行の旅の良き花向け、桃姫様、愚僧が10年をお授けいたしましょう。
Is he really worth saving? Like, don't get me wrong, he saved Momohime, I guess, kind of, sure. But he also, like, killed so many people. Didn't he murder his whole family? Or, like, everybody who knew the same sword style as him, just so that he could be the only one who knew it? It seemed like Jinkuro was kind of an evil person. He just happened to, at the end of it, repent in one way. Lessen his punishment, but I don't know if he deserves forgiveness.
浮世に化けて出るとも不思議ではありません。さて、怪力乱心を語るべからずとは先人の金言。されば諸人の安寧願い。おぼろ剣百鬼夜行、大略を弁じまして、これにてご免とを乗り
Pandemonium
ます。
of the Demon Blade. Cool. So I guess that was the Momohime story. Interesting. I don't know if there's like a final story, like a third final act after you do Momohime and Kisuke's stories individually. They're like campaigns or whatever you'd like to call them. But in some ways, I'm... Oh wait, question marks. Why are there question marks? Voice actors. Voice talent. I don't want to say this game is... I don't want to say anything negative about this game's story, but rather I'd jump to the fact that I feel like I'm not always the most media literate. I'm not entirely sure if this story is maybe like a retelling of a more traditional story, or if I just don't understand a lot of the lessons. It was kind of, in some ways, a bit of a trope, like the meeting of two disparate people who have very different ways of looking upon the world. You know, basically one is a criminal villain and then one is an innocent maiden, in a sense. In this story, they're forced to share a body. And then by the end, he kind of repented. He understood some of his mistakes and spared her from her assured demise by traveling all the way to hell and all the way to heaven twice. It's kind of interesting, but doesn't light my world on fire. And in some ways, I can see why I don't remember the story. Mostly, I'd say it's down to the storytelling, the presentation of it, which is something I mentioned already a couple times in different episodes. Like, I don't know. I'm not super into the story. And I don't know if that's a me issue or what. Usually I think these days I would say anytime I'm not a fan of something, that's more my fault than the game's. That's something I'm trying to do better about rather than like blaming the game for any issues. It's me. My perspective. The game is fun. In some ways it's like brain off fun. But I feel like I had to lock in a lot in order to do certain things, but I was also playing on hard. I was going for these achievements that required me to do things maybe I wouldn't have done if I was just trying to beat the game. It's a very... It feels like this game is a snack sort of a game. Not too long. It'd be even shorter if I wasn't retrying fights and playing on the normal difficulty. This is like a 5-hour game to play one campaign. If Kisuke's is about the same length as Momohime's, then it's like a 10-hour game total, assuming there's no third arc. I don't know if there is or not. And then what do you do when you beat the game? I mean, I guess you can run around the world more and do like the enemy layers and level up more, but is there like a secret boss? I don't know. I feel like there wouldn't be. Where would you go to fight them? It's just enemy layers and equipment and recipes that you could collect. So yeah, for me this is a very much snack-like experience. And yet, it has some of the best visual style. So unique. It's like a Vanillaware staple in that regard. Like, all their games have such an amazing, immaculate art style. Definitely way up there for me. Alongside a game like Hades, the Supergiants of the world. Supergiant and Vanillaware are just top of their class. But I don't really know where to go from here. As far as the Let's Play goes, as far as that's concerned, I will be playing Kisuke's story. But I don't know about the rest of the achievements. I mean, I'll earn them, but I don't know how much of going back through the world you're interested in seeing. How interesting will Kisuke's story be? Will it tie into Momohime's at all? I didn't see any hints of, like, Kisuke's story having the ability to be woven into Momohime's. I feel like he wasn't mentioned at all, or, like, there was not really any additional characters with their own motivations that could tie in and be like multi-layered. Okay, so new playing style. That must be the extra hard difficulty. So choosing new game, you can select the new difficulty. Shigurui. The different ending based on the blade you equip. Final act. You can choose a different ending. Displayed by completing the story of Kisuke, Ninja Scroll of the Demon Blade. And warp to shrines. Oh, that's awesome. I can get a new sword by beating Kisuke's story and get another ending. That's really fascinating, actually. Yeah, 8.5 hours, it says. I don't know if I should continue right now or not. I will pop in and see exactly what's different right off the bat here, but yeah, this is one of my favorite songs in this game, I think. So I cannot break white barriers yet. Just curious. Ukyotoshi. Earth Hornet 2. That's the one that is in like the brown barrier, right? Oh no, it's clear. I thought it was brown, that's just the background. So is this the sword that they're saying if I wield this as Kisuke, it will change the ending of his campaign maybe, and then he has one? Ren. 35 out of 44, so not too many left. Muyo. Universe 2. If Universe 1 is so cool, how come they don't make a Universe 2? Why are these ones in like clear squares? That just mean they don't break a colored barrier, but those are the ones that usually come from bosses. So, like this one's just all by itself. Nothing even leads into it. Huh. Earthworm. What could that possibly do? And there's an item over here just all by itself that I didn't get. Because I didn't have the map, I think. It's like Demon Fang in the Tales games. Earthworm. What a lame name for an attack, sorry. Sorry if you're a big fan of earthworms, but... Oh wow, okay, it's multi-hitting. Makes little explosions. I think I was level like 31 or 32 when I challenged the 7 samurai enemy layer, which required recommended level 36. Now I'm almost 10 levels higher than what I was. That was a lot of experience. Yeah, I'm not sure how much more I'll do for this video, but I'll go get this item. Maybe I'll go try an enemy lair, and then I think in the next video we'll end up we'll just jump into Kisuke's campaign rather than like cleaning up Momohime's stuff. Because a big long like cleanup series of episodes will probably come at the end, provided that I get enough feedback that that's what people want to see, or I receive no feedback at all, because that's what I would have done by default. Demon God Mask, 21 out of 55. I'm wondering if these items would be in the same place, because the map is the same between the two characters. I'm I have to assume. Do these items sit in the same spot for Kisuke? I guess it zoomed all the way in. And do I have to go to a shrine in order to warp to another shrine, or am I just not allowed to be in battle? Okay, there's no button to like teleport, or wait. Would it be on this part of the map? Doesn't appear so. Man, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten like anything today. I don't remember if I had brought it up, but I would love... It wasn't available right away for Wii games on RetroAchievements for the launch, but Rune Factory. Rune Factory Frontier. I feel like I still need to play the first handful of Rune Factory games. I've never even touched them. My first Rune Factory game was Rune Factory Frontier. Tried to play that game a handful of times and never beaten it. It's just like a long game. It's difficult. But there's a character in that game named Selfie. And I just always remember that she had a thing for liking to eat food that she could eat with one hand because it would allow her to read a book in the other hand. And I was like, that's so based. Like, legitimately, I think that's why I grew up eating pizzas, because I loved to, like, be able to keep playing a game. I never wanted to put down my video games. That sounds so stupid. But it's true. And, you know, sometimes, like, finger food, you know? World of Warcraft, you could, like, you hold down the left and right mouse button at the same time, you could continue to walk forward. And you can click your abilities on the screen. So I'd be like, alright, I'm gonna make some pizza and I'm gonna keep playing the game. You know, every minute counts. I got dailies to do. I'm sure some people have other ideas about what they would be doing if they had a hand free, but like, for me, I just gotta keep playing the game, and you gotta eat, unfortunately. Saved me a lot of money if I didn't have to eat, but... Do I have to fight a bunch of ghosts? Oh no, it's the first boss. Oh my god. So I have to fight 3 of them, and they each have like 6 health bars. So those things they're holding, I want to say they're called like Vajra, but I cannot remember. Oh, that was unfortunate. Can I scroll to the right item, please? Nice, I have no more healing. So this is not going to happen unless I level up by defeating one of them. Which doesn't like look like it's going to happen at this point. .37 HP. Okay, one down. Level up. Oh no. Another one down. Level up, hell yeah. the hitbox for that starts behind him. It sucks. That wasn't like so crazy, but my heart is pounding. Whoa! Oh, no, there's more. Oh, that's terrible news. I don't have the poison heals on anymore. Oh no, I saw it coming and I still jumped into it. Earthworm, unfortunately, gonna be useless because this guy sits up in the air. Interesting that the air recovery in this game very often can just like put you into danger because you're invincible when you're just falling down towards the ground, but aerial recovery makes your hurt box active again, so you can just take damage. Sometimes it's better to just fall, which is a big time like Monster Hunter feeling lesson in my head. The big part of like what made me fall in love with Monster Hunter was the sort of call and response that you could do in that game, where there was always like a correct decision to make. If you ever took damage, it was your own fault because there was a perfectly valid and correct answer. And sometimes it was like, oh, you got hit on the ground? Stay laying on the ground. That's the right call because you're invulnerable. So knowing like when, you know, it seems like you should just get up right away in like every scenario, but not always the case. So Crescent 2. Flapper. Slightly increase enemy encounters. Oh wait, enemy trap. Chat, am I stupid? Don't answer that. Briefly increase enemy encounter. So this is why they should continue teaching people how to read even once they're an adult. Because some of us forget how to read, I think. Not gonna point any fingers or name any names, but some people playing Muramasa the Demon Blade don't know how to read. And that's an unfortunate fact. Earthworm Crescent 2 Universe 2. Okay, so this enemy layer, the color indicating the barrier is gone because I erased the barrier. It has a thick, just like solid black coloration on the map, which it did before I beat it, and it still does now that I have beat it. So, unfortunately, that means there's no quick indication of which ones I've completed already, which for the most part isn't a problem. But there is one or two that I opened and didn't beat. So I don't know which ones those were. I've forgotten. I cannot keep the areas of this game straight in my head. I don't know if you can, but I definitely can't. That sucks. I don't know which one I need to do. Unless That would be one thing that the achievements would be helpful in keeping track of. If I could just look at the achievement, it says, oh, clear enemy layer, blah, 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 in the area X. And then that would help me keep track. But otherwise, I don't know. Wherever that samurai one was, no clue. I have to try and make it a point to complete them as soon as I open them. But that's going to do it for me. And for this session, for this episode, I also need to take a break from the game. I got to go eat some food. But definitely the next time that I'm playing this, in the next episode that you view, well, if you view it, the next episode of this series will be me playing and starting Kisuke, his storyline. So we're going to be starting from scratch again, level 1. I'm pretty sure I'm going to play on the normal difficulty because his achievements have different requirements. No hit counts. It's going to be speedrunning and low level, if I recall. But that's the plan. And we'll come back to Momohime after his story is done and we can see what's that different ending. And, you know, what's completion for this game like? But for Momohime, we're going to wrap it up there for now. Level 44. Universe 2. As always, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed Momohime's story. And just like the game in general. I hope it's been interesting for you. I think the next... I might have an interim sort of Let's Play game before I get to Kisuke as well, just to try out the waters here. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you later. Take care.